Have you heard of that public speaking tip, just imagine the audience naked? I've always thought it was a bit of a strange one, but I think I know what most people mean when they say it. There's something so vulnerable about being in the spotlight. We feel so exposed with all of our flaws on public display. This must be how King David felt, ruling Israel and surrounded by enemies, constantly waiting for him to fail, and political opponents wanting him to mess up so that they get their opportunity to shine instead. Psalm 6 shows us a man who is feeling exposed, vulnerable, afraid, and it gives us a glimmer of hope as we ourselves move towards an otherwise uncertain and often painful future. We can know that God hears us. Because of his faithful, steadfast, unfailing and unconditional chesed kind of love, we know we are not alone. Everyone waiting and hoping for us to fail are just as exposed and vulnerable and scared as we are. We're invited to see how even a great king like David had his low points. All humans eventually find themselves feeling naked and afraid as well. So what are we going to do with that information? Will we learn compassion and empathy and find peace? Or are we going to keep trying to secure our own good while trying to point out everyone else's nakedness or flaws and shame? If we have a God that sees us and loves us and cares about us, shouldn't we also seek the good of everyone else who's also out there feeling naked and afraid? What about our enemies? How do we turn threats into allies? By remembering that they're just like us. I think that would answer a lot of people's Psalm 6 prayers and help all of us make a lot of new friends. So don't be afraid to bring your mess to God. Honesty leads to hope. And remember, if God sees and loves us all, shouldn't we do the same? Even for those we consider enemies? Maybe turning threats into allies starts with remembering that they're just as human as we are.